What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. I hope each and every one of y'all are doing great, and business is good for you, life's good for you, and all that jazz. So wanted to do something a little bit different. This is kind of out of my norm, something I've never done before. Just like a little quick one-on-one session with you guys, those that are that have been following me for a while on Instagram at mitchellslawncarellc. Follow me here on YouTube for the last week or two since I started this channel, or who may be new to following me and what I've got going on. So just want to give a quick backdrop of who I am, where my company's located, and the purpose for this short video today. Recording this on the front porch of my house, so not scripted, which none of my videos will be. No talking points, just gonna shoot off the cuff, and you may hear traffic coming by and birds and bugs and whatever. That's real life. So with that being said, again, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's get this thing started. Alrighty, so I'm Mitchell Gordy. I am from Greensboro, North Carolina, born and raised. Currently live in High Point, North Carolina, which is in the same county, the Guilford County, and been living here about 10 years now. I am a full-time North Carolina State Trooper with the North Carolina State Highway Patrol, and I run a business, Mitchell's Lawn Care LLC, of which I've been in business. This is our 10th season, and 4 of those seasons I ran full-time: 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. This year, 2020, I chose to scale back and go back to a more owner-operator setup and not running full-time. I don't have a crew anymore. I do have a guy by the name of Jason that helps me out part-time each week. So that's kind of the backdrop of the company, and the reason why I started the business. There are some podcast interviews out there with Paul Jameson and the Green Industry podcast. I've done 2 episodes with him, and the most recent one of the 3 would be with Brian Fullerton and Fullerton Unfiltered, and I can put the links for all of those podcast interviews in the description down below if you want to check them out. That way I'm not having to repeat myself over and over. And if you want to know the history of the company and why I started it, you can check out those interviews and help those guys out as well. So the reason for this short clip is just like a one-on-one with you guys. I started Instagram, I don't know the exact date or time, but it's been almost 4 years ago now, and since then I have developed an organic following of over 12,500 followers, which is awesome. It's a true blessing. It's allowed me to do things that I normally wouldn't have been able to do, and I've been able to represent brands that I believe in, with products that I use each and every week, and it's a way for me to give back to you guys and to help you guys out with discount codes or whatever, or product reviews, or however you want to look at it. So with that being said, this video is motivated and comes from Instagram. Having that many followers opens you up to a larger community of people that you normally wouldn't have or be privy to be in contact with. And I have always lived my life and operated my business on just being upfront and real with people, and being honest. So with that being said, I think that has helped gain followers, because people know that they can trust me. So I get messaged, direct messaged quite a bit by younger guys in the industry, and I love it because, you know, at one point I was a younger guy in the industry, and you know, you may be a younger guy in the industry that's just getting started. And when I got started, there wasn't the social media scene like there is today, and I had to, you know, reach out to other, you know, guys in the industry that I knew, you know, pick up the phone, call them, you know, shoot an email, whatever like that, to get information about, you know, hey man, how do you do this, stuff like that, or this is what I'm looking to do. And now with social media, it has made it so much easier to be in contact with other, you know, contractors and people that are in our industry for tips and tricks and pointers. So it's a normal thing for me to get contacted by, you know, younger folks and sometimes older that, hey, I'm new in the industry, I'm just starting out a business. You know, what are some things that you did that helped you gain business or get contracts or get properties or stuff like that? And I figured this would be a great tool to have, because if I did something like this on Instagram, for one, it would be restricted to 10 minutes for IGTV. Here I've got a platform that I can record as long as I want to, and the video will be searchable, and I can reference it for people that contact me from now on. So I was able to gain properties by working. They don't just fall in your lap. You've got to get off your butt and go after it if you want it. If you're expecting something easy and to just fall in your lap, you're gonna fail. You've got to put in the work to get what you want, and you've got to do quality work. You've got to be good at communicating, and you've got to know your worth. I'm not going to dive into pricing and stuff like that. There's plenty of videos out there on, you know, not necessarily how to price it, but, you know, how to come up with your pricing. Brian Fullerton and Paul Jameson both have, you know, academies where they'll help you out. So, you know, I'll push you towards them as resources for that. That's not what I'm here for. But, you know, something that helped me was doing quality work and communicating. I've heard over and over from customers that, well, I contacted this contractor and I had to contact them 2, 3, 4 times and I never heard back. And when I called you, you know, you answered the phone, and if I didn't answer the phone, I called them back. If not that day, the next day, or I responded to the emails. And communication is key. Just being able to communicate with a client may land you the job. So that's a very important tool to have in your pocket. Quality work, I mean, let's face it, I shouldn't even have to say that. If you're not doing quality work, you may get business, but you're not going to retain it. And good communication and quality work will aid in word of mouth marketing or advertising, which you can't even put a price on. Most of my contracts, most of my business, etc., stemmed from word of mouth. My clients were literally my best marketing tool. Doing good work for them, doing good you know, service, communicating well. I know I keep repeating myself, but these aspects is what led them to talk to people. Because let's face it, you know, they live in a neighborhood, and the neighbors say, "Hey man, who do you got doing your yard?" Or "Hey ma'am, you know, who do you have doing your yard?" And if they're happy with the service, they're gonna tell other people, and that's what helped push my business to the next level, and ultimately allowed me to get into the commercial scene and doing HOA work, which allowed my business to go from part-time to full-time in 2016. So other than that, that's not enough. You've still got to do more if you're trying to build your business to a certain level. And I was not a huge business. I would consider it small business. I only had 3 employees, not including myself, when we were running full-time, 2 full-time guys and a part-time guy. But, you know, so we were small business all day long, proud of it. But you have got to, you know, keep business coming in, to keep revenue coming in, to pay for employees, and to keep the lights on. So something that we did every year that was very beneficial is door hangers. And there's many different websites out there where you can design them. You can use graphic companies in your own, you know, hometown, and design a door hanger. And you need to print out a bunch of them, you know, and I would recommend, you know, investing a few $100, but your return on your investment is going to be crucial. And from what I noticed, I would print out 2,000 of them, and I would grab some and go put them out, and then I would get my guys to put them out while they're working. Like, hey, we got a new yard here in the neighborhood. What I want you to do is hang them on the houses that are 5 doors down that way, 5 doors down that way, and 10 houses across the street. That way people know that we're in the neighborhood, and we would keep expanding from that. Also, you look at a map and you see where you're at and where you want to be as far as a service area, and you just keep attacking those properties in those neighborhoods. Go to businesses as well. So where I'm going with this is feet on pavement. You've got to get out there and go after it if you want it. You've got to be hungry. And I noticed it was usually a 0.5% return. Doesn't sound like much, but you know, 1% return would be a blessing. But a 0.5% return on that investment, you know, let's say you spend $300 on door hangers, and you get, you know, 1,500 or 2,000 door hangers. You know, a 0.5% return on that investment may yield 10, 15 new properties that could equate to $40,000 or $50,000 in revenue. I think $200 or $300 would be good money spent. So that's where I'm going to leave this video today. I think this will be a good series for me to start, and base it off of what people are coming at me with and what information they want. But this one is basically just on how do you get more properties. What worked for me was, I'm going to just do a quick recap. What worked for me was quality service, communication, which those both two will help with word of mouth marketing, which you can't put a price on. And number 3, door hangers. There were other things that I did, but for the sake of this video being the first one, we'll just stick with that. Quality work, communication, door hangers. If you focus on those 3, I promise you that business will come. Give it time, be patient, and you will see a return on your investment. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you've got any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Shoot me an email. I'm easy to get a hold of. Check me out on Instagram at mitchellslawncarellc. I'd love it if you guys would follow me over there if you're not already. If you thought that this video was inspirational and helped you out, give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button, and you know, anything that I can do to help you out, I'd appreciate it. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it, and have a blessed day. And one other thing I wanted to add in, if you were curious about my smoking cool hat, a buddy of mine locally has started making these hats. It's Spider Fins Fishing, and you can get these hats. There's several different colors and combos with the, of course, North Carolina, but he's also got the American flag in with the logo if you're not in North Carolina. But if you're interested in one of these hats and you want to pick one up, head on over to spiderfins.com and pick one up. I'll put the link down in the description below. Y'all have a good day.